Very wonderful morning, everyone. Wonderful evening to all the participants from India and US and other countries. So, welcome to the day 16th of Swayam, my time, partnered by IFSS Omega, JBOI, PSSM Ignite, Breath Universe, Beat, PMMA, and PIMA. So, such a wonderful collaboration with all the partners for making this my time a very wonderful session. And we are in the day 16th of our journey, and really all the very congratulations for all the participants for making such a wonderful program by joining every day for this session for sadhana, for listening to all the masters experiences. So today also we'll be hearing from one of the masters. So before that, let's start our practice of meditation. So I request Sunil to guide us into meditation.
Hi, Nikhil. Good morning.
Good morning, Sunil.
Great. So I'm hearing my echo again, I think. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's good. It's good. All right. So I'm sure most of us know how to sit and meditate, the posture, but still let us go to the basics again and again. So it becomes a practice and we become fine-tuned with it. Sit comfortably wherever you are. Just pay attention to the surroundings. Just be aware of things. Whatever sound that you hear, pleasant or unpleasant, it's all okay. Accept them as they are. Now, bring your attention to the place you're sitting. If you're sitting on a floor, please cross your legs. If you're sitting on a chair or a sofa, cross your feet. Clasp your fingers, just interlock the fingers into each other like this and place them on your lap. Before that, if at all you're wearing spectacles, please remove them. Now, you can take back support if needed. There's no hard and fast rule that you should not take your back support. If at all you can, it's good, but see that your body is at complete ease. That's the reason we say take support of your back if needed. Now, bring your attention to your body. Slowly close your eyes. Before we get into meditation, let us just scan our body to see that the body is at complete ease. Sthira Sukhasana. That's the reason Patriji always says, sit comfortably as the first thing. Let us just scan the body from head to toe. How is your forehead, eyebrows, chin, the teeth? Let it be relaxed. Relax your shoulders, arms, the clasped fingers. Please loosen them a bit. Relax your upper back, lower back, thigh muscles, calf muscles, and your feet. bring your attention from your body to your breath. Allow the breath to inhale and exhale in its natural way, the way it is now. Don't alter the breath. All we need to do is just observe this natural, free, ingoing and outgoing breath. Please feel free to feel the breath either in nostrils or abdomen or wherever you feel like. The right breathing is to breathe into the abdomen, but let's not put any conscious effort to do any such exercise. Let our attention be on our breath. No chanting of mantras needed, no visualizing of deity, God, or any form. Just the breath. Now, the only thing that can come in between you and your meditation is our own thoughts. Do we need that now? For next 30-40 minutes, let us be with our breath. Thought comes, that's okay. Keep it aside. Park it like your vehicle. You can get back to thoughts after meditation or after this session. For now, this is me time. This is my time. Just be with every breath of yours. We'll play music in the background, but let our attention be only on our breath. Cut the thoughts and come back to your breath.
bhavati bhava.
Wonderful, masters. Please come back to your breath. Please come back to your breath, my dear friends. Last 5 minutes. Last 2 minutes. Wonderful, masters. Please bring your attention back to your body. Please do not open your eyes yet. Just gently bring your attention back to your body. Slowly, you may now unclasp your fingers, rub the palm and place them on your eyes for a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly, at your convenience, you may open your eyes and give a smile to yourself. Take your time. All right. So that is Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. Thank you so much for your time, masters, for your own time, my time. How about you, Nikhil?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sunil, for your guidance. It was so good. Meditation was so nice today. And thanks, Jenny, for the wonderful music. So now it's time for listening to Master's experience. So, as every week, we are meeting a new young master. So, this week, again, we are with another young master, Bhaskar. So, he's basically from Vijayawada, if I'm wrong.
Rajamandri.
Rajahmundry, sorry.
Yeah.
Rajahmundry. He's currently staying in Pune, working as a content marketer. And he was a vegan. He is a vegan and also a fitness coach. And a lot to know about him. When I interacted with him, I always learn something new from him. So a very wonderful master, and basically from a family who is into meditation. Their parents are into meditation, so he has been around 10 plus years. He has been into meditation. So let's hear from him. Over to you, Bhaskar.
Hi, Nikhil. Good morning. And everybody else here, good morning or good evening. Nice meeting you all. The meditation was so good. I actually had to put an alarm. I'm not used to waking up this early, but it feels nice to see a lot of new people and interact with a lot of new people. So yeah, hi, I'm Bhaskar Dari, and I am from Rajahmundry, Andhra Pradesh, and I grew up and I was born and brought up over there only. And to just give a short intro of my meditation journey, I am fortunate enough to born in a family where my both parents were into meditation and spirituality. So back then we got introduced to Patriji in 2012. But before then, every summer vacation, when I was in first standard, when I was in second standard, at that age also, my parents used to send me to Ramakrishna Matam, Vivekananda's Ramakrishna Matam. So all my majority of my summer vacations were over there, learning yoga, meditation, shlokas and all. And in 2012, we got introduced to Patriji. He came to Rajahmundry once, and yeah, that is how we started. And that was my meditation journey. But my journey with Ahimsa began after 2012. Even though we, as a family, were into meditation, we were also hardcore non-vegetarians. So that was a bit of a conflict in our family. My parents used to always think about adopting a full lifestyle based on ahimsa, but we were in a family that was thinking it was not practically possible. We are in family gatherings, etc., etc. But in 2012, when they attended a session in Rajahmundry, they got to hear an analogy of how dead living beings are being treated by cooking them and eating them. Are we not making our bodies, which are considered to be temples, into graveyards? So this was an analogy, this was an example that shook my parents, and they immediately uh, made a decision to turn their lifestyle then and there. And we were also pretty uh, at a very young age, right? So me and my younger brother, I was probably in my sixth grade, and my younger brother was in his fifth grade. So that's how it shook us completely. And but my personal ahimsa journey went a bit even more deep. If I compare with my parents or my younger brother, because I was someone who always liked to question things and ask for the why. If I don't get the reason, I'm not satisfied. Okay, this is a pretty good logic of why we should be able to think about animals being treated this way. But okay, even then, why? Even then, why? What about plants? What about other beings? So I was into this. So that is when I got enough interactions with enough people. I used to interact with all sorts of friends who were into Jainism, who were into Islam, who were into some of my friends were into Buddhism. So I used to get a lot of data points to understand what and how things work in this lifestyle. Then I slowly started leaving all the other products which come out of animal abuse, like silk, leather, uh, honey. And just back in 2020, I was interacting with a friend. So this is a story of how I became a completely plant-based person, just to give one line context. So in 2020, I I was interacting with a friend, and we were talking about vegetarianism, ahimsa, and stuff. And he asked me a very interesting question. He told me, "Do you know what happens in the dairy industry? Do you know what happens to the..." And I was at that time, I was almost at a place where I think my spiritual ego was at that place where I was 20 years old. I was in a mindset that since childhood I was into ahimsa. So I asked a lot of questions and I got enough answers. And I finally can say that I know majority of the truth and I am standing for the truth. And I've conducted enough Shakahara rallies, vegetarian rallies in and around Andhra Pradesh. And I was a part of many vegetarian rallies through PSSM. So I know my stuff. So that was my position. So this position was again challenged, and I got back to my root, humble, questioning nature in 2020. My friend just asked me to, I'm not asking you to take back whatever you're saying, but please do consider this because you seem to be a very logical person and you are voicing out for the animals. That is very nice. You're voicing out for the hens. Any other animal, but if the point of discussion was about dairy, and I know for sure that we will not do any harm for the cows or the buffaloes, because we grew up in a family. My grandmother sells milk. We have buffaloes and cows too. So I never saw my grandma abusing or ill-treating the animals. So this must be all false information, some propaganda and stuff. And also, as a country, India, we treat them as Gaumata, right? So there is not a possibility of all this being truth. So he asked me, just check with your grandmom. You will get your own truth." And I did the same thing. Uh, that week itself, I went to my grandma and sat with her, asked her a few questions, some basic questions like, what is the average lifespan of a cow or a buffalo naturally? She said they can live up to a 22 or 25 years. Okay, so right now I'm 20 years. That means the cow or a buffalo which was born when I was born in 2000, year 2000. If I am 20 years old right now and we've been doing this milk business for generations, that means the cows and buffaloes we had when I was born should be existing right now, right? If the natural lifespan is 20 to 25 years. But these are different animals. Those were different animals. And that is when it struck that even my grandma changes the cattle every 4 to 5 years. This was a point that I never saw, even it was happening in my own family. And I just asked, why are we changing these animals if their lifespan is 20 to 25 years? Oh, they stop giving enough milk, and it is not profitable for us. We have to sell certain amount of milk to maintain the family income. Okay, so how are they getting the milk? As much as I know, according to biology, females can only produce milk when they give birth, when they become mothers. So are they constantly in the mother and lactating phase? So this was my second question. And she was like, they naturally don't. We have a process, we take them to the veterinary and the veterinary doctor injects them with the bull semen. It is like that. This is how the industry works. That is how we make money. Oh, I didn't know this. This seems not natural. This is not natural at all. Like, is this how? Like it is a village again. It is not a big city. Okay, if this is what's happening in the villages, what about the cities? So that is how I came to know that whatever I believed since my young age, even after starting meditation, even after believing that I am an ahimsa driven person, even after thinking that I don't consume leather, I don't consume silk, I am a very ahimsa driven person, then I connected the dots. Okay, then now I understood. One, the mammals need to be pregnant in order to lactate and produce milk. Two, after a certain age, their bodies become weak because of this continuous process. And point number three, as soon as they become weak, they will be replaced with another bunch, with another bunch of animals. Okay, these 3 points make sense. The fourth question was, okay, grandma, now it all makes sense. I can understand from a business point of view. But who are you selling these to? Who are the people who are buying them from us? She gave a very grumpy face. She was, of course, old and from a village background. She is a cute nanny. And she gave a very grumpy face and she whispered in my ears, they're very bad people. Oh, why are they bad people? Who are these bad people? They kill all those animals, no? They are the ones who buy from us. They don't let them live only. They buy and they kill off. Okay, how are we good people then? Like we are the ones who are selling. Isn't this a bit hypocritical? Calling them bad people because we are selling them. How are we good people? Let's not sell them. Then she was like, no, 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 no. That's not how things work. We are not doing any harm. We are using them and we are treating them like friends and family. We are selling their milk. That is our job. It is karma. And what they do is none of our business. Okay, seems illogical. But if this is how my milk is coming, I'm not going to consume it. If this is how, that's the same logic that I learned at a very young age from Patriji or any other spiritual master. If this is how my food is coming, I'm not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna consume it. If this is how my clothes are being manufactured, I'm not gonna wear them. Let me ask you to give me a better and harmless solution. I don't need leather to look good. I'm good with cotton. Just the same logic here. I don't need meat to live a healthy lifestyle. Just give me rice or roti or any other sabzi. But after being blind to something what's happening in my own family, and just this one question from a new friend that I made recently gave me a perspective to again come back to the roots and see what's happening and check if if meditation and ahimsa are my true core values. Am I actually living up to them, or am I believing that I'm doing okay with my job? So I think that's how I got to check if I am truly being a spiritual person, or if I'm thinking that if I'm being a spiritual person and I'm just doing campaigns. So that's the story of how I became a 100% ahimsa driven person. So even now, when I use something, I make sure that I check the ingredients. If I'm buying, it's not just about food, right? It's about consumption. If I'm buying a soap, if I'm buying a toothpaste, it's always good to turn back the label and read the ingredients before making any purchase, because I believe the money in our pocket has the power to change systems. So if we can't fight from top to bottom, we can change our consumption patterns and things can move towards a positive direction. So yeah, that's the story. And fortunately, I'm into a business field and I'm into marketing field. So it was very easy for me to understand all this supply chain stuff, and where can consumers play a good role and impact to make systematic changes. So all of these things are happening right now. I'm at a good place where I can talk. I can not just talk, but I can also create impacts uh, through these consumer behavior patterns and systematic changes related topics. So that's the story.
Wonderful, inspiring, Bhaskar, inspiring story. I have a very, normal question that everyone asks when you speak about vegan lifestyle. So people ask that, okay, milk has been one of the major consuming food for, especially for the Indian society, right? So people say that Krishna has been using milk, and now you are saying that milk is something which is wrong. So this is something which we constantly hear when we speak about milk. We are not against to milk, but the process. So what do you say about that? So you might be facing so many questions regarding that. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I face this question a lot. First of all, I want to answer this in two ways. One, the first point is you just used a line where you said, whenever we talk about a vegan lifestyle, we get this clash, right? I just want to thoda sa smartly reframe it, because um, it is when we speak about it as a lifestyle, we are in a way indirectly and unknowingly putting it in a place where it is just about diet, it is just about choices. Then we are ourselves promoting it as if it is a choice. If you want to be a non-vegetarian, it is your choice. If you want to be a vegetarian, it is your choice. If you want to be a vegan, it is your choice. There are multiple steps. Each soul will have its own journey. Ah, so take your own time. Don't let anybody force you. So take your own time in this journey. It is okay if you stop eating meat after 10 years also. You be true. So all of these all of these talks can happen and it can waste a lot of our time. So I think it is very important for us to first understand how we are positioning our words, how we are telling about it. So I make sure that I do personally, and I also ensure that I educate others personally, that we should not we should not talk about it as a vegan lifestyle. Then it feels like, oh, you are making some change in your lifestyle. It is another step. You can do it whenever you want. No, we have to look it from the animal's point of view. It is following ahimsa as a core value. You call it vegetarian, you call it vegan, you call it Jainism, you call it Buddhism, doesn't matter. So I started reframing my sentences, because whenever someone is asking me when did you become vegetarian, I used to say 2012. And whenever someone asked me when did you become vegan, I used to say 2020. But that statement itself is false. At- if we look at it, I became an ahimsa person in 2012. You may call it vegetarian, you may call it vegan, you may call it anything. So the decision that one should not harm animals is nothing but veganism, is nothing but vegetarianism, is nothing but ahimsa lifestyle. So when we are saying I became vegan in 2020, that means I'm connecting it with leaving dairy. Leaving dairy is not veganism. Veganism means you are believing and following a life where you are making sure no animal is being harmed because of you. Isn't that the same definition we had for vegetarianism? So what's the difference? So I just want to reframe it. There is nothing different in veganism. There is nothing different in vegetarianism. We are just sticking to our own core principles and asking a question. If we are consuming this, is it from an ahimsa process or a himsa driven process? That is the core question we need to address. And milk is just one particle that we are questioning. But I can understand where this question is coming from, because nobody till now has questioned this industry. Meat is live in front of us. So everybody questioned. Eggs are live in front of us. Like the process of eggs, we can all see it in all poultry farms. In India, it is clearly evident. But milk is hidden inside a closed room. The reality of milk was always hidden, even in my own family, as I told in my story. But so this is the first time we are questioning this product. That is why I believe it is very closely being tied to this word. So let's not do that. The first question is answered, the first part is answered. And the second part, yeah, I get this question a lot. And my answer and my logical explanation can be only one thing. If we are talking about a godly figure, a uh, beautiful, caring personality like Krishna, again, I want to understand what are the qualities of Krishna. Don't tell me that he is just a god. Give me the qualities of Krishna. And when we are talking about these qualities, when we are talking about him as a person, in today's world, we are not talking about Dwapar Yuga. In Dwapar Yuga, yes, there was less Himsa. We are talking about today, 2025. If right now, if I told you a story, right? This is the reality. I asked all the 35 people here to go check this out if this process is actually happening for real or not. I can give you a few links to research or refer. But if this is the process of how milk is being produced, and right now,
Right
let's
now,
say
let's say
Krishna is
Krishna is
sitting
sitting
here
here
beside me.
beside
will he take that milk? That is my question. We all know that Krishna loves milk, and we all know that Krishna is a Makhan chor. He loves butter. But if I give butter to Krishna in 2025 now, will he sit here and say, "Oh, this for this butter to be made, so many cows are being tortured and so many buffaloes are being tortured, and the buffaloes who can live up to 25 years are being just killed in 5 years because of this process, and you are making butter out of it and you are giving to me. Okay, I don't care. I just like butter. So give it to me." Will Krishna say this? Or will Krishna say, "Oh, I like butter, but if this is the process you are doing, stop it, otherwise I'll punish you." So will Krishna reject it or will Krishna take it? So this is the logic that we have to think about. It is not about the end product. It is about the process. When the process is not right, let's not encourage the end product is the idea.
Yes. And the major fact that we need to understand was during the Krishna's time, milk was not a business.
Hmm.
The cow was treated with utmost love and care. And so it was a natural process. Everywhere it was treated like a family. So during that time, things are different. And now things are completely opposite. So when you're considering the current situation, you have to adapt to the current changes.
So,
And that is one thing. And when people question about Krishna, when they compare about Krishna is not just confined to eating makhan or milk.
yeah,
He has so many qualities.
yeah.
He lifted the Govardhanagiri with his little finger. Can you do that? No.
Hmm.
So when we are comparing with someone, a kind of icon, so you should not do what he has done. A guru, we always have to follow one thing. We should not do what guru has done. We have to do what guru has said. His teachings are the important things that we need to follow. It's not his what he has done. So that's what I take up with this conversation. And one more question here, Bhaskar. Since you have been into a family where you are core non-vegetarian, and now your journey is being completely driven towards completely opposite lifestyle, to be a vegan. So what? So all this research and questioning why has made you to this journey, right? So in this process, you might be facing a lot of it can be like rejections or the oppositions or people would have been pointed you why you are doing all these things. This is all trash. You can follow your lifestyle. So many things you have been hearing, right? You might be hearing. So what made you to still stand on what you have believed in, your values?
Hmm.
Let's say, for example, in your family itself, your grandmother was doing the milk business. So it seems very hard. See, for me, it's very easy. I can just change and I can inspire from others and I can change. But if it is happening around us, so how did you manage to get on to and stand to your values?
Hmm. My grandmother's family is still into milk business. It is from my mom's family. So because we were far, we grew up in our dad's family, right? We grew up in our father's family. Here, there was no milk business. In my father's family, there was no milk business, but everybody is a core, hardcore non-vegetarian. One we were stern in our values. Whenever we used to go to any family gatherings, we used to just avoid whatever they're serving, and even if it is drinking water or having any plain fruit, it was okay for us. And we used to manage them well, saying that it is a conscious choice that we made. Please don't feel bad. We're not insulting you in any way, but this is what we are choosing. And in the start, I was a kid back then. My mom or dad can answer this question better. In the start, there was a lot of criticism from the family, but right now we are at a place. It's been so many years. Right now, we're at a place where everybody knows that we are into this value system. So whenever we meet any family from my mom's side or my dad's side, they themselves know what we consume or what we don't consume. So they make sure now they respect us when whatever they do, but they make sure that. It is not being done in front of us. Otherwise, we might oppose or we might, and they don't do it out of fear. They do it out of making a mutual understanding in the room, and that is how I think we have to uh, be okay with. Because if we are not okay with this, all the balance of maintaining relationships can shatter a lot. So yes, we stick to our core values and we reject whenever there is animal cruelty being done. But yeah, where we make sure that we don't end up abusing or we don't end up getting into an argument with anybody. So that's how I'm trying to manage stuff.
Yeah, this happens to all of us. When we started meditation, when we changed ourselves into completely vegetarians, people might have seen us quite different. So we still stood up because we believed in it, and we were consciously understanding the importance of being a vegetarian. So this, even the same thing applies when our consciousness expands. So when we become more conscious, we see the harm or the cruelties happening in a very minute way,
Mm.
which is not seen. Also, we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
we can feel that and we can see that. So this happened to me as well when I changed to. I'm from a basically I'm from a vegetarian family from my birth. So after coming into meditation, it's been very easy for me to be a vegetarian. So when I used to teach about vegetarianism, people used to feel so hard, and they feel so hard. I used to think why it is so hard when they realize it is so easy. But the realization is the main point. So this experience I had when I started, adapting, converting into vegan lifestyle. So it was very hard for me to leave milk products. So at
Mm.
that time, I understood, yes, this is not so easy, but still, when you consciously believe it, it's not about the belief, it's the experience and the truth that you see behind everything. So when
Mm.
your consciousness expand, it's easy for you to change. It's not so
Yeah,
difficult. So
yeah.
this is my experience. I just wanted to add here. Yeah,
I again wanted to add just 2 points. One thing, I'm sorry, I'm doing this the second time. I'm really sorry. But I feel that it is my responsibility whenever I can. Let's not use I converted into vegan.
Mm.
So yeah,
Thank
because again, if someone asks you, why did you stop wearing leather? Majority of us here will say, oh, we were into a non-vegetarian lifestyle, but after understanding what meditation is, after understanding what ahimsa is, we got to know that leather is skin of animals, and most of us can relate to this. At least me, my answer is, my Guru Patriji said we should not harm animals, and leather is skin of animals. So whenever there is animal cruelty being done, the core value that is inside me is ahimsa. I'm checking from that. I'm checking from that lens. So in a way, I can confidently say that I left milk because of Patriji, because of PSSM. It is not some outside concept. I learned ahimsa in PSSM. I chose to not harm animals after starting meditation through PSSM, and that ability to stick to my core value and look at everything that I consume from that core value grew as a habit because of Patriji. So that is how I see it. Whenever someone asks me, when did you convert? No, I didn't convert. I stuck to the core value. That's it. And second, uh, I spoke about how we are managing the family, right? That is being done and it's been happening for years and it is going quite well. But if I can tell you about my generation, 20s, who are in their 20s, Gen Z, younger to me. So with them it is a bit tough. So what's working for me right now is there is one common point in every Gen Z kid or any millennial 18 to 25-year-old person. If you see, majority of them right now are standing towards one or the other justice movement. So they are standing with one or the other justice movement. It can be related to anti-caste. It can be related to women rights. It can be related to human rights. Anything. So when I understood that this is the pattern that this younger generation is following, everybody is aware. Everybody is aware about any some or the other problem. So I just whenever I talk to them, first of all, I make sure that we are on the same page. We are not here to argue, we are here to discuss. That first foundation is being set. The second layer that I speak about is I try to before I talk about animals, I try to get them talk about their value. Okay, you care about women's rights. Why? Why are you're 22 years old and you are doing amazing work for women's rights? Why? So when I make the other person feel that they are doing amazing job, with that appreciation, they allow me to share my point of view. Other than that, there is no way to talk to this younger generation. So when they say things like, "Oh, I care about," for example, I care about women because my mom is a woman too. I have two siblings, and I care, and believe that they have to get equal rights. And I believe that men thinking women are their property is wrong. So all of these words, all of these lines start coming from the person you are interacting with. And I'm sure, first of all, I agree to everything that you're saying. I'm a women rights person too. I agree with everything. I'm just now trying to ask you to think if these same lines apply to the mothers of the different species. If you're talking about motherhood, you're not talking about women as human beings. You're talking about womanhood. Woman is different, womanhood is different. When we are talking about womanhood, can we apply this same logic or same lines that you just said to other womanhood of the species? So it becomes very easy. That is how I think the new generation needs to be dealt, and the chances of argument are very less here because you're already tapping into their point of view and making them question their point of view itself. You're not bringing something new. Anything new will be questioned.
Wonderful. And there is another question in the chat box. Uh, one second.
Yeah.
1 second, Bhaskar. Yeah, it's from Pavitra. So this is something related to fitness. So since you're into fitness also, you have been a fitness coach. So when you're into fitness, this question comes up. So we need protein. You need to take cheese or some milk products for calcium and all. So how did you maintain this nutrition balance being a vegan?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just reading the question. Next question is first of all, that is about whey protein and paneer. Yeah, okay, it can be managed. Next question is my child is into cricket and I'm getting suggestions that games like this need stamina and can get only through animal product. Thank you. Yeah, I first I'll answer the first part about paneer, whey protein and stuff. So yeah, in not just in fitness, as a fitness coach, my advice is anybody and everybody should have enough nutrients to have a healthy and thriving lifestyle. And that is first point. It is answered. We need nutrients. We need protein. We need carbohydrates. We need fats. We need vitamins. We need minerals. All sorts of nutrients we need. That is given. And we have different numbers for different people. Everybody is not same. Nikhil might need some number of protein. I need some number of protein according to my activity and fitness levels. But all of it can be managed uh, with 100% plant-based diet. Again, I'm using 100% plant-based diet. I'm not using vegan diet because veganism is not a diet. Again, these are the things we need to make sure. So coming back to the answer, 100% plant-based diet is nutrient enough for anybody and everybody. It is proven even by WHO, big nutrition related organizations and doctor related organizations also, that 100% plant-based diet, if planned well, is good for infant babies, adolescents, children, adults, even old age people. So it is good for everybody. That research is there. It is scientifically proven. Now, for not making it into a science class here, I can just give you one short recommendation. It is called the Daily Dozen. I'm typing it in the chat bot also. The Daily Dozen by Dr. Gregor. I just typed it in the chat. The Daily Dozen by Dr. Gregor. So Dr. Gregor is considered to be world's one of the leading plant-based nutritionist, plant-based doctor and researcher. He does latest research in plant-based lifestyle and he posts all the research for free online. Uh, the Daily Dozen is a framework that he designed. It is available for free on the internet. There is an app also on Play Store and App Store. You can download and use it. It's basically dozen. Dozen means 12. It is 12 things that we should do every day. One of it is exercise, and one of it is drinking enough water. Apart from these two, water and exercise, the remaining 10 things are about different kinds of foods, beans, grains, fruits, vegetables. So it is a framework of how many times we should eat, of what we should eat. 12 things we need to do every single day. So if we do this, so this is how the app looks like. It is on my phone also. So one serving of berries, three serving of fruits. For example, I just before entering this call, as soon as I woke up, I ate an orange. So I'll check. I ate an orange already today. So I'll check this box. And after this call, maybe I'll have some oats. So oats come under what? They come under grains. So I'll check this box. So oats I'll check this box. I'll put some nuts into it. I'll check this. I'll put some flax seeds into it. I'll check this. I'll put another fruit. I'll put a banana into my oats. I'll check this. So this way, see how many boxes are checked with my breakfast itself. And again in lunch, I'll have maybe palak and tofu. Tofu is coming from soya beans, right? So when you're saying about beans, you just don't have to directly eat rajma or chole. That can be done. But tofu is nothing but soya paneer. Soya is a bean. So you can click this box. So if we do this checklist every day, all our nutrients will be covered. That is for general awareness. But coming to the second part, fitness coaches suggest whey protein, right? So whey protein is nothing but the remainants of paneer. So we have to understand what is whey protein. Whey protein, how is whey protein made? You take milk, you boil milk, and when the milk is being boiled, you squeeze a lemon into it. The milk will break, and after the milk breaks, you squeeze the particles inside a cloth and you tie it, right? This is nothing but paneer. Now paneer is made, but this is the solid part. The waste liquid which we throw away is nothing but whey. So the waste liquid while making paneer is called WHEY whey, and it has a lot of protein also. So what researchers have done is, why are we just throwing it out when it has protein? Let's process this liquid and make protein powder out of it. So that is how whey protein is being made. So whey protein, as a fitness coach, if I have to tell you, whey protein is not a chemical. It is a food product only. It is made by process of milk. Just the liquid waste of the paneer is processed and made into a powder. That is whey protein. It has protein and fitness coaches recommend it. But you need that as a extra supplement if you are following this daily dozen that I just showed you, and you are getting some X amount of protein from it. Okay. I'm following all of these checklists, and let's say I'm getting 50 grams of protein per day. But I am a very active person. I'm a very fit and active person. I need 70 grams of protein. So even if I eat all of this, I'm not getting 70 grams. Then to just supplement that extra 20 grams, fitness coaches recommend to take whey protein powder because it is easy. You can just mix it in water and drink it as a milkshake. So because of the convenience, they recommend. Now the foundation, as it is answered, because I want you to understand, as a mother, when you are giving something to your kid, I don't want you to again go back to a fitness coach and get it from them, because I don't know how well aware the fitness coach is. If I know it, I'll rather share it. So now, because of this foundation nutrition level subject is being answered, there is three things to check. One, feed them a healthy meal throughout the day following the daily dozen checklist. And second point, check if the protein that they're getting naturally from this checklist is enough. If they need 70, are they getting 70? There are some online calculations you can use. And third, only if this second point is not being met, then you can add a extra protein powder. We have plant-based alternatives today. We have rice. Just someone's at my door. I'll just sorry.
Adding to this, I just wanted to add one more point.
Yeah.
Since you asked about this cricket, your son is into cricket. There is a video, it's a documentary called Game Changers, where all of them are athletes. All those experiences of athletes who have been following a plant-based diet. So it would be their experiences would be so great. It's like athletes. Everyone are like athletes. So just watch it in the YouTube if possible. The name is Game Changers.
The Game Changers.
Game Changers.
Excellent documentary. All the top athletes in the world who are following a plant-based lifestyle uh, were shown in the documentary. And it is very scientific. So yeah, there is
There is
a
another
replacement
question.
for that if needed.
Yeah. So there is another question from Ganesh. When I am in deep meditation, I become unconscious. How can I regain consciousness while in deep meditation? Actually, that's a good thing. It's not unconscious. You are into a no mind state. You feel like it is unconscious, but it is not unconscious. You are actually conscious. So no need to worry about like I'm going unconscious. Just maintain your state of meditation, and once you are done, you will normally naturally come to a conscious state. Conscious state in the sense you to the current state. So no need to worry about it, Manish. So that's my answer. Yes. Any other questions from the participants? Jenny has shared. Thank you, Jenny. Jenny has shared the link of Game Changers. You can just watch it. It's really inspiring. We see so many well-known, famous athletes around the world who has changed into a plant-based lifestyle. Yes. Any other questions? Okay. Okay. If no questions, we can end today. Thank you so much, Bhaskar, for sharing all your insights and experiences. It's really inspiring. I always, when I meet you, I take something new every time. So thank you so much for sharing your experience here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I hope it went well. I'll just share another small documentary recommendation. It's called Maa Ka Doodh. It is an Indian documentary. So it is, I just shared the link. It is in all languages, like all the major languages: Hindi, English, Telugu. I think it is in Tamil also. So this person called Harsha, he is a very young guy. He traveled all across India, in every major state, to understand and document the reality of dairy. So what I just told you, that happens in my grandma's farm, I told you verbally. So this guy Harsha went throughout India and documented what's not easily seen elsewhere. There is nothing. I'll just give you a disclaimer. When we talk about animal cruelty documentaries, there is a lot of blood, there is a lot of cruelty, there is a lot of harm that is shown, right? And many of us here might not be ready to look at the reality. So, one a good thing about Ma Kadud is Harsha, the director, took as care as possible to not show uh, too much of blood and harm, and showed the reality as much as possible. So one thing about Ma Ka Doodh which is good is this. But if you can spare some time to watch it, please do. It is, I think, 2 hour long. Yeah, 2 hours long.
Yeah, we have one question from Gangadhar. Yeah, Gangadhar, you can unmute.
Yeah, today the meditation is so good, and so I feel like very happy to meet Bhaskar today. The way you explain Bhaskar, the way you put in front of us, right, the words and everything, and it's so excellent. So you are so younger than me, but I feel like I should be like you. I'm not sure like how you got this maturity, like speaking and the way you are putting in front of us. So I felt so happy. Thank you very much. Just I don't have any questions, but I'm like enjoy mode by having your class today. So
Thank you.
happy. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gangadhar, for sharing your happiness with us. Thank you. Yes. Okay. I think there is no more questions. Okay. Preeta. Okay. Yes, Preeta.
Yeah. Thank you so much. 1 minute. Yeah. Thanks so much. I loved the session and all the explanations that was given were really beautiful. So I had like one doubt, like I know I think what is to be done, but I'm a habitual tea drinker only in the morning. And I keep hearing about other milks that can be replaced. So if I still want to have those half a cup of chai or just 2, 3 sips, what is the best way to consume it? I've given up most of the milk products, but that part, it has still stayed with me. But I'm definitely going to watch the documentaries and whatever he has said. And maybe it's time for me to let go of that. But any suggestions on this?
Yeah. So one thing, the first preferred answer came out of you itself. You already, you can definitely make some changes from your own habitual consumption patterns. But an easier way, if you crave the taste, oat milk suits the best as far as I've experienced. I've tried everything. I've tried all the oat milk, almond milk, everything. So yeah, oat milk works the best. And
Okay.
also, just to make sure, there is a possibility of many people asking you if you are, because my mom also asks me this, and she is now fine with the logic that I can give. Um, it is very common for vegetarians also to be asked, if you're, it's like, if you are against milk, why are you looking for the taste? You can so, and one thing we need to understand is we are not against the taste.
Yeah.
Taste is not the issue. The process is the issue.
That's true. Yeah.
So we are here to have tasty, healthy food.
Yeah.
And if the taste is coming from a cruel process, that we are against. So we are trying to recreate taste in a non-cruel way.
Yeah.
That is the only thing that we are doing here. If oat milk can suit you, it works the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Bhaskar.
Yeah.
I'll surely try that.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your question. So, Bhaskar, Gangadhar was asking, like, where can we follow? I just sent your number.
Yeah, it's my WhatsApp number. And you can also check out my Instagram. I post some pretty good stuff over there also.
Yeah, you
Like,
can post your Instagram name here so that
yeah,
people can follow you.
I'll just share it on the chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Bhaskar. Thank you for joining us today and sharing your experiences. It was eye-opening for everyone, and to me too. It was new to hear again from you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you all the participants, and thank you for being present today. And we'll again come up next week with another young master. So thank you everyone.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice day. Bye.